All right, we are live. Facebook family, YouTube family, Twitch family. What's up? It is none other than your favorite instructor, Mr. P. The P stands for patience. I think today, maybe it may stand for pissed off today, but that's another story for another day. I am with you today, and I have as my guest today none other than Dr. Earl Midgette. He is a financial expert. He is a credit expert. He is a financial literacy expert. What other titles you need, sir? Insurance expert. Anything else? Business owner. I tell you what, you talk to him for, let him know. So tell them a little bit about yourself.
Well, how you doing? My name is Earl Midgette, like I said, Dr. Earl Midgette, and I'm a financial advisor. I solve people's financial problems. I'm totally financial literate. I educate people on how to become debt free, how to restore their credit, how to protect their income through insurance. I'm an insurance expert as well. And I also partner with people to teach them how to make extra part-time income, to start their own business and be an entrepreneur. And so started over 25 years ago. I was financially challenged. I was broke. Had a lot of debt. And I was able to solve that problem with some mentors and some education. And I became financial literate and applied the principles of being debt-free and financially independent. And so it changed my whole life. And then I served others and educated many people across America. So that's what I do. I consult people in fixing the areas of debt freedom, taxes, how to start your own business, and restore their credit, which is a big problem in America today.
Awesome. Hey, Scotty. Hey, Scotty, can you come back in about 30 minutes? About 30 minutes, yeah.
What time is it now?
12.
I didn't know. Oh, you got something going on? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Is that cool?
There ain't no problem.
Yeah, come back and holler at us in about 30 minutes.
There ain't no problem.
Okay.
There ain't no problem.
All right. Appreciate you, Scotty.
Okay.
But yeah, so I mean, with all of these different titles and stuff, where did you start? Like, did you start with credit? Did you start in the insurance industry? Where did all of this begin for you?
Excellent question, Pierre. Again, thank you for having me.
Absolutely.
I started in the insurance industry. Started part-time when I got my insurance license in 1995, and my mentor was making over $50,000 a month.
Mm-hmm.
And he told me to follow some recipes, and he coached me and trained me.
How did you get in line with him? Because a lot of people have that question about mentors in the first place. So how did you link up with him?
Well, first of all, I got a guy from my church came by and educated my wife and I about some insurance needs.
Okay.
And so I was able to get some insurance through him, his company. And then he said, we're looking for some part-time people, some agents to teach and train. And so that's what I did. I said, okay, I'll be willing to listen. So you got to go get your license. You got to have no criminal background. And, you got to have some trustworthiness. And I did. And so I went and got my insurance license, studied for the exam, passed the test. And then that's why I got hooked up to his mentor, which is his trainer. And he took me in his wings to show me the way. And told me to do exactly what he showed me to do. Yeah. And taught me how to build a business. He was a multi-millionaire as a mentor, as a coach that lived in Columbia, South Carolina. And we can relate because he's Afro-American, I'm Afro-American.
Right.
And so we had the same mentality. He's never been to college, and neither have I. Okay. And so we can relate to street life as well as business life. So he taught me what to do and what not to do. Okay. And I just followed the information. He said, go get this book. Yeah. I read it. Yeah. He said, we'll go do this. I did it. No question. I didn't question it. But again, he was making $50,000 a month every 30 days. He was a multi-millionaire. And so I had to listen.
And let me say something about this too. Like there's so many places we're gonna go with that. Okay. Just that part. Excellent. But a lot of times, if you have somebody that's financial minded and they're taking on like a mentor role or something like that, the hardest thing I've seen with anybody is them literally showing you the money, right? I just think it's cool that he was like, all right, I'm going to show you the actual numbers. Because a lot of times if somebody that's dealing with finance come and they say, hey, you know, let's talk about this, let's talk about that or whatever. And I can even attest to you when me and you talk, you was like, here, I'm showing you numbers. Look at this numbers to show you that it's real. A lot of people, I have a hard, if it's just anybody, they come in and I've never met you and you're talking about, hey, you know, I'm in finance or I'm in insurance or I'm in this and I'm making this much a month. A lot of times they don't show you that. So it's like, if I don't see that you're actually doing what you say you're doing, you know, I have a problem being like, okay, well, yeah, you know, I'm not probably going to listen to what you say. Let me say it this way. Let me say it better. If somebody came to me and said, hey, I'm making 50 G's a month, let me see it. They're not going to show me. And then it's like, okay, like now you stepping on faith for somebody that could be telling you anything to get you to do what they want. I just think it's cool that he literally showed you. Because me and you talked about this whole thing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And the reason why, number one, most people don't believe it anyway. If you say you make 1,000 a week, that's really over the head. Because most people don't make 1,000 a week on a part-time basis.
Right.
They don't make 5,000 a month on a part-time basis.
A lot of people don't even know that they're not making any money.
Right.
After all is said and done.
Right. So when you deal with employees, when I was an employee, I was making $500 a week in a plant before I got business.
Yeah.
So when I met a man that's making that kind of income, it was like, wow, I've never seen anybody like that make that kind of income. And his lifestyle was a lot very nice. He had a limousine, he had a beautiful home, but he was down to earth brother too. But he was a businessman. That's what I loved about him.
Right.
And he told me if I do this, do that, it can change your life too.
Yeah.
And about a year and a half later, I was able to leave my full-time job, and then I fired my boss.
Right.
I fired my boss and became all boss since 1995. So
hey Jada.
Okay, so what that means
I get to your question, Jada.
Okay, so what that means is when you talk about people making 50,000, 100,000 a month, it is real. I know a lot of people is making that kind of money. However, the average person can't, the elevator won't go that far. So it looks like it's a lie to them. It's a misbelief because they're like, show me the money or show me the rim. Or let's say you went to college and you know you went to college, but I don't believe you went to college. You got to show me a degree.
Yeah.
You know, I got to see it.
But yeah,
you know,
that's what I'm saying.
I don't have to see it because you know what you know.
Yeah.
You know, like it's just like when you go to a job, if I worked at BMW and they hired me, I said I'm making $20 an hour. And I go to the interview, I said, well, I don't believe y'all making $20 an hour. Show me your check. They're not gonna think I'm crazy. So people, when you deal with in the regulated industry of finance, a lot of people don't show their check.
No, I get that.
Because some people I bet that make a lot of money, they're wearing coveralls. You would think they got no money.
Right.
Some people is flashy and some people not.
Yeah.
So, but it goes on if you're around that mentor, as you get closer, you learn. He shows you a little bit more. Yeah. It shows you a little more because he don't show you everything at once, but it's just overload.
That's what I'm saying. Right. Correct. I'm just saying, you know, just prove to me that what you're saying you're doing, that you're actually doing.
Right.
Because otherwise, you're going to scam me.
But there's a lot of scams out there.
Oh, it's a bunch of scams.
It's a
ton of scams.
And I tell people.
But Jada, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Good. I was going to say real quick. I tell people, look, if I can show you how to do it, if you want to learn. So then you have your own belief. So belief is this way. It starts off small. Then as you get a little bit more, your belief level goes up. Yeah. It was hard for me to believe. At first, I said, "What? You make what?
Right? Can I throw this in here?
Unbelievable.
I was waiting on you to say it. You ain't say it yet. So basically, Jada, stay with us. I promise I'm gonna get to your question. But you literally said the phrase that he told you to empty your own mind and let him put everything in it.
Exactly.
Right?
Exactly.
Now, my thing is, I'm like, look, I'm the type of person I can do that if you ain't telling me no bullshit, right?
That's true.
So a lot of times people get scammed and be like, okay, I'm gonna give you a year of my time, I'm gonna give you 2 years or whatever, and something ain't what you said it was. That's a common trap too. You know, it's a lot of fake with the real. So it might be for every one person like your mentor, it might be 7 others that's saying the same thing. And at the, they like Wizard of Oz, ain't nothing at the end of the rainbow. Yeah,
right.
yeah.
And you have to be
What's
careful.
up, David? I'm on Clubhouse, David.
Okay, but you have to be, and that's so true. There are people out here that's overloaded. You can go on the internet today, and people say, I'm in a mansion that's I'm making $50,000 an hour, and that's what draws attention. However, that's not how business works. Business
Exactly.
is, it's not about, they don't show a lot of money. They show action. They show time frame. They show result, and they're willing to assist other people that want to go to that path, whatever that is. Whether it's 2,000 above extra 500 a week, extra 1,000, 10,000, whatever that your goal is. It's out here to be made.
That's it.
But you got to have the right vehicle.
That's right.
The right mindset. That person has to bring something to the table too. Because if they don't never believe nothing, and they don't believe it until they got to see it, then therefore they'll never get started because they got this wall up. And so I was already broke in 1994, 95. I had nowhere else to go. So I said, well, if he can do it, I can do it.
Yeah.
If he can well teach and train me,
yeah.
And we built the bond anyway. So we had a good personality. He chose to teach and mentor me.
Yeah. And that's Jada's question. And that's Jada's question. So what was that y'all were doing? Her question is basically, what do you do?
What do I do?
Yeah.
Okay, I do several things. Number one, I educate people. I train others to help them start businesses within my business.
Yeah.
Okay, so I believe in
Is this a credit? Is this a credit business? Is this a insurance?
Well, I have several. I have a credit business. I have an insurance business. I have a coach. I'm a coach, a financial coach.
Yeah, Jada's saying the same thing. Yeah, I need to see it before I take your word for it. Yeah, that's what we was talking about, Jada. Yeah. That's it. We're all the same way. But you was talking about your mentor. He showed it to you. That's what I'm saying. That's really cool that he showed you what was what.
He showed me again. I said mentors don't have that flashy lifestyle.
Yeah.
He showed me. He's a black man too.
Yeah, but we ain't even talking about the lifestyle. We're saying okay, we're showing you that what I'm doing result. I'm showing you the results.
Absolutely. It was no doubt.
Yeah.
Everything he told me and told me to go get your license. I had to go do that first.
Okay.
I had to have a license, just like in your business.
Barbershop.
You got to have a license to cut hair by law.
Yeah.
So everything I do, I have a license to do business, and it's regulated with the state, and I can show my license. I have proof of license. Now you have to go out and serve others. You got to have a client and serve them with insurance and make sure they get a policy, and then the company they pay you a little commission.
Yeah.
And it's unlimited income. So the much you work, the much you earn.
That's right.
And then you can build a team of agents as well. So every time they make money, the company gonna send you a little cut also. That's called an override. So one person can make $1 million by itself or $500 by itself. But if you put a team with it, now you can make money while you sleep.
Right.
And so my business is make money while I sleep or eat. So whether I do personal business or not, it keeps residually flowing in.
Yeah.
But it took time to build that.
That's what I was going to say. Correct.
I've been in business 25 years.
There you go.
I built businesses and teams of people across America.
Gotcha. What would you say the moment that you realized the possibilities? Like, was that an immediate thing? And where I'm going with that is, all right, so, you had your mentor, you saying, okay, I'm going to do everything you say to do and all this stuff. Was there ever a time where you was just like, okay, I really doubt that this is going to go how my mentor is telling me?
Well, yes.
Okay.
Yes. Anything you start something new, it's going to be a level of doubt.
Yeah.
Because it's unknown territory.
Yeah.
However, that's why you need a mentor to guide you, to encourage you, inspire you. And then, like I said, not only he did that, he told me to start reading these books. I was not a big reader.
I got you.
So I had to start changing my mindset.
What was the book?
The first one he gave me is called Rich Dad, Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki.
Yeah.
Rich Dad, Poor Dad.
I've read it a million times.
Right. Rich Dad, Poor. So that changed my mindset about what's possible. Then he said, go read the Cash Flow Quadrant, which is part 2 of Rich Dad, Poor Dad, Robert Kiyosaki. So I'm a big mentor. That was another one of my mentors on a book Robert Kiyosaki.
Yeah.
And then he made me give him a book report every time I read a couple chapters. I had to report what did I learn.
Mm-hmm.
So he didn't just just want to tell me a few things. He wanted me to learn it inside out.
Mm-hmm.
He wouldn't give me a piece of fish.
Teach you to fish.
He taught me how to fish.
I'm gonna give you the rod. I ain't gonna give you the fish.
Right. And so one day I ran into a financial problem, and I went to him and said I want a loan from him. And I messed up my car payment before I got started. I got behind.
Okay.
And my mentor, I drove to Columbia up here, and I said, hey, I did a loan, man. And I said, man, the snatch man ready to come get my car.
Yeah.
And my mentor told me, and this man making $600,000 a year now.
Right. You think you're gonna give you some money?
And he told me, no.
No.
He said, don't never loan money unless they give you lessons. Never loan money. He said, I taught you how to go fish, serve others, and then instead of giving you a piece of fish, you'll come back tomorrow with another piece.
Mm-hmm.
But I've taught you how to fish. So he didn't give me no money, not one nickel. I had to drive all the way back to Columbia. It's like it was a 5-hour drive with no money. I just thought because he's my mentor, my boy, he's going to look out.
Yeah.
He never did.
Yeah.
I had to go, took the knowledge he taught me, go serve a client, make some money, save my car payment.
Okay.
But before that,
so it never got repo.
It never got repo.
And see, that be the whole lesson at the end of the day. It's like, okay, aren't you glad I told you no?
Right. And that's the lessons I learned. The nuggets he taught me when he said no, it changed my life.
Yeah.
So I never loaned money. I teach people how to go get money, but I don't loan. Now somebody would say, well, I need $50. I might say, here's $50. See you later. You don't owe me nothing.
Yeah.
But the loan, I don't have it to loan.
Yeah,
I'll teach you how to go get it. Because if I keep giving it to you, you never gonna learn your lesson.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? So all kind of nuggets I learned. Then I got around people that he introduced me to that made $100,000 plus a month. Talk noise to him and said, "How you living on $50,000 a month?"
Right. Because
you live in a little house and
Yeah.
$50,000. And to me, my mentor like, "Hey, that's a lot of money to me."
Yeah.
But then they're making $300,000, $100,000, $200,000. They buy airplanes in the insurance business. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But what that did expanded his vision. My vision was at all from day one. I was like, I couldn't believe none of this. Where I came from, I was making $500 a week. I wasn't making that kind of. I wasn't making that kind of money. I made some great part-time money.
Right.
But I didn't make the money where they was at. I was like, but he put me around.
Because once you get to that level, you're gonna look back and say, "Man, I was over there." Every time you go higher,
that my belief level went up.
Like if
That's
I look at my numbers now versus my numbers 10 years ago, I'd be like, I cannot believe. Ain't no way. It's just like when you normally have to do that every year with your taxes anyway. It'd be like, man, I spent this money on what? This money went where? This money did this.
Exactly.
Ain't no way. Jeff says, I've actually seen that structure in a business where they wake up every single day. There's money getting drafted into their bank account. I asked the person to not only show me, and they actually showed me when I called it out. Exactly. Like that's what we're saying. The only difference between somebody that's actually successful and somebody that's just selling you a dream is just show the results. And if you show the results, like me and Dr. Earl talk all the time. He done showed me the results. Let me just put it out there like that. It's like, if there's any doubt in your mind after that, here's something else to show you. Like, so I'm just saying that for people that's never been around somebody that'll do that. This is like that. That's another thing we talk about all the time. This is the first time in history, with the internet being what it is right this second. This is the first time in history one Black successful business can talk to another Black successful person without a middleman. We didn't meet at some conference, or nothing like that, directly.
Right.
But here's the thing. Let's say what you're saying right now, there's somebody on the other side of the world that look like us, that's doing the same thing we doing. We don't have to go through anything. There's no middleman to let us connect with each other. I'm just saying, before the internet, before social media was what it was, I mean, can you Can you remember a time where you could do that? Because you even talked about meeting this guy. How did, like you said, you didn't meet this guy on the internet, like you.
We didn't have internet like we do now.
Exactly.
I'm talking about 1994, 95.
Exactly.
I was able to meet him live, go to his home, spend the night at his home, travel when he traveled. I was his protege.
Right.
He was my mentor.
Right.
So he opened up my eyes to a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
Expanded my vision.
Now imagine
what was possible.
Correct. Now,
I had that close-up mentorship, a phone call. He's like a brother to me, like a bigger brother. We played ball together. We went out to eat. He came to my home before.
Yeah.
Him and his wife went with my wife. And I wasn't making that kind of money at one time.
Exactly.
But one thing about it, I didn't never know it existed. Because since I went to college, I didn't think I had a shot.
Yeah.
I worked in a plant. But I worked there. I started business part-time while I had my full-time job. As my income grew, I was able to make an option to either work or don't work.
Right.
And I chose not to work anymore. And so that's why I said I've been an entrepreneur for a long time by using his information. Yeah. Now I became, people use my information to teach them and duplicate it. Yeah. You see, and then you got to be in the right place at the right time with the right person. And the reason why I say that, when people come to my business, I want them to succeed. The more successful they are, the more successful I am. So I don't want to hold nothing back. But if they're not serious and they want to waste time, then I can't coach and train them. I'm not going to waste my time because I'm not a convincing business. I'll have to convince them that this works or don't work. Right. I said get in and see it for yourself. Yeah. You're the best teacher. And then you have your best result. I got you. Yeah.
That was I'm just trying to think of all the stuff we normally talk about that I need people to really see.
Yeah, lay it out there.
There was a time you said all your credit. Correct me if I'm wrong. There was a time all your credit cards were maxed out.
That's correct.
All right, let's talk about that.
I had bad credit.
Yeah, let's talk about that. A lot of people can relate to that. A lot.
Absolutely.
I've been there too.
Well, I can tell you about credit. See, I found out that 95% of people in America got bad credit. 95% in America, not just local. And I was a victim of that 95%. Got the credit cards back in the day, maxed them out, went out to eat, went cruising. Nobody educated me on credit. I said, them fools sent me another card. They sent me another one. I said,
give me that one too.
Give me another one. I'm going crazy.
Do you remember what your first limit was?
Probably about $3,000. I maxed that out about 30 days.
Listen, people don't even understand that. There are now most times if anybody asks me about credit, I'll be like, okay, what's your first limit? And it'll be like $500 or $300 or something like that. Yeah, there was a time you apply for a card and they give you $3,000.
That was a lot of money back then. For $3,000.
You're like, man, I could get a whole car with this thing.
What? I had a ball of $3,000, but I was again not educated.
Yeah.
And so I really was ashamed. My credit score was like a 550, which is considered terrible credit. Yeah. And because I didn't think I needed credit. Because I pay cash for a lot of stuff. But that's not wrong. So I found out that cash is queen. And credit is K-I-N-G. Yeah. See, if you got extra credit, it'll open up more doors for you. You're going to spend less money and then you are with paying cash because credit is designed for you to get to the next level. But if people are not educated on how to use good credit and instead of abusing their credit and keep paying them high interest rates, and paying debt collectors, and something they shouldn't be doing because of non-education. And that's what I found out. I had a credit mentor taught me the credit game. I had another mentor in the credit. Started putting his wings. He was very successful in the credit industry. But he taught me and trained me on the inside of the game, the inside of the credit game. And now I teach others. And I have a team of over 700 people.
He like that cash is queen.
Yeah, cash is queen. Credit is K-I-N-G. You see, you can if you got an 800 credit score or 850 is the highest you can get. If you're in the 800, 750 to 850, the doors open up.
Yeah.
Because now you might get a credit card for 50,000, 20,000, or 100,000. If you had 100,000 worth of credit, plus you got some cash, or if you had $1 million worth of credit, can you imagine the possibility?
Exactly.
But that's what we can go get a loan if we got extra credit. We don't have to go out and get a car. We get a car, we can sign a drive. We can pay a little interest rate or none. And I teach how to pay no interest on a credit card, no matter what your balance is.
Exactly.
Because I know the inside game. And so like I said, I got a team of over 700 people on my credit business is already on my team across America. And I'm always looking for some serious people how to teach them the same thing if they're interested, how to make money. And not only that, you gotta be willing to serve others, make people assist people instead of trying to work on your profits. You know, put people first, educate them, train them if they're willing to listen.
Yeah,
I found out, but most people that will listen, they listen part time, but they don't listen full time. And so you have to give it time to grow. You can be patient. But credit is a big problem in America. We need to fix that issue. I have a solution. You let me know, and let's solve it. We can solve it as a customer, or we can solve it perhaps as a business owner.
That's it.
And it's a part-time business as well.
Okay, so Jeff says, please ask about the credit cleaning scams. What's legit and what's not?
Well, excellent question. Jeff?
Yeah. Okay,
Jeff. Number one, there's a lot of scams out here. You got people out here saying, "I can fix your credit. Give me $2,000 or $3,000, $500." And then that's a scam.
Yeah.
And see, what happens is most people want their credit restored based on emotion. They want a brand new house next week, so they're willing to give out $1,000 get their credit restored and hope that's going to fix their credit. But the truth of the matter is, nobody can fix your credit but you.
That's right.
You got to be willing to make sure you pay your bills on time. Why? Because 35% of your credit score is based on late payments.
Yep.
So if you got bad habits and you pay it late, that's going to mess up your credit score by 35%, according to the FICO scoring system.
Yep.
Then 30% of your income, Jeff, is based on your income debt ratio. You can't go past 30% of your balance. Stay under 30% or below. A good measure is 6%.
Yep.
Don't stay past 6%. Use credit, build credit. Use credit, build credit. So there's some things that a person has to do. So there's scams out here. You hear a lot of things on the radio. Well, we can fix your credit. Lexington Law Firm. They're not a law firm. If you did your history, the name is a law firm. It's not a law firm. Lexington Law is not a law firm. And
that's that Better Call Saul, Jeff. He look, Jeff know what I mean. Yeah. A law firm called a law firm doing something other than law.
You hear law, you say, what's an attorney?
It's not.
It's not. And they don't pull all your credit if they charge you so much a month for an item or two.
Yeah.
That's why it's a lot. It's like $39 a month. You say, oh, everything is cheap, but they don't give you the whole.
Right.
Per item they want to move is $39.
Right.
So it's a lot of things out here that's skillful. And so you got to be aware of that. And so my company's been around since 2004, debt-free company. And we specialize in credit restoration among financial education. Not only just credit, we do wills and trust funds too.
Right.
It comes to that. We do have a credit attorney. We're here to educate you with a live customer service number. Plus you got me as a credit expert as well.
Exactly.
So there's a lot of things that you have to do, and a lot of things that you need to know about dispute letters and Equifax and TransUnion experience. Those are three big credit restoration. They call them credit agencies, but they're not owned by the United States government. They have CEOs. They're privately held businesses.
Right.
Equifax is headquartered in Atlanta, Georgia.
Yeah.
On Peachtree Road. You got TransUnion is headquartered in Chester, Pennsylvania.
Okay.
Experience is headquartered in Allen, Texas. Okay. So these are three big. That's why you got three different credit scores. You got your scores. They're like vital signs. They're always going up and down. Yeah. You have three different companies reporting your score. So you want a 750 to 850 on all three of them. But yes, Jeff, there are scams out here that people will rob you blind and promise you you get your credit score fixed in 30 days. You go from 500 to 850 in 30 days, and you'll get a boat and a new home on the hill, and that is absolutely not true. And if you not,
basically, I feel like, just to add to piggyback to that question, I feel like anytime they're guaranteeing something, I usually red flags start going up when they're guaranteeing something, but not only guaranteeing something, then they give you a guarantee over this amount of time that this exact result is going to happen. I feel like they're catering to you now.
Well, that's not kind of common sense.
Yeah.
If it took me 20 years to mess up my credit score, you tell me get it repaired overnight in 3 or 4 weeks or 5 months.
Well,
No.
only if you're doing something illegal.
Right, and that's what most people do. They want a quick fix, you see.
Yeah.
And they think because Bobo up in the garage, he in the basement, he can fix your credit.
Yeah.
And you gave Bobo all his money.
Yeah.
And I can tell you stories after stories of people who have been scammed.
Oh, yeah.
We don't believe in that. So we want you to, it's going to take some process. It's going to take some time. And plus, you got to do your part, too. That's
right.
What I'm saying. If you just don't give away some money and expect, he got to fix my credit, and you don't do what you're supposed to do. That's not true.
Yeah.
That's a scam.
I can equate that to the barbershop. So you'll have some products where it's going to help you grow a beard or something like that, or it's going to restore damaged follicles or something. And somebody might ask me about this product, that promises that it's going to do that. And I say, okay, look, you have a better chance of getting some result by doing things you're supposed to do, like drinking plenty of water, which sounds crazy. I know. Drinking plenty of water, getting in shape, getting your health together, whatever, because all this stuff that's going on with your hair is beneath your skin. So when it's beneath your skin, now you're talking about what are you doing to your body that it needs everything it needs. Because when you're talking about hair, you're talking about blood. So anything that can help you put your body in a position where the blood flow is what it needs to be, then you might get more of the results that you're looking for versus taking something on the outside of your skin, thinking that you're going to put it on there and it's going to do all this stuff. So it's about the same thing. So somebody is literally saying to you, financially speaking, as far as your credit or whatever, all right, these are the habits that you're going to have to do. Let's identify those. A lot of the scams ain't even going that far. A lot of scams be like, all right, look, just give me this info. I need this info. Give me 3 months. You're going to be in now. Like, that's usually a scam.
And that's a scam. and that's the thing you want to stay away from. Stay away from scam people, and that's why I educate all my clients and my business owners. I don't want you scam. I want a great reputation. I get great referrals.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm a product of the product myself.
Mm-hmm.
I went to the program. Matter of fact, I'm still in the program.
Mm-hmm.
So I know what it took for me. Everybody's situation is different because your credit score might have 50 items need to be removed. This other person might have 10. So you can't just say it's a cookie cutter situation where I know it's going to be in 3 months. Because you don't know. Everybody's situation is different.
Mm-hmm.
You might have 10 miles that need to be removed. I might have 5. This might have 20.
Yeah.
So how are you going to sit there and say that everybody can do the exact same? You can't.
You can't.
It's impossible. That's common sense, but common sense ain't always what?
Common.
And it's always common. It's always common practice.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. So that's what I do. I solve that problem.
Yeah.
95% of people in America had that problem. I was a victim. Now I'm on the other side of that. My problem was solved. Now I got excellent credit, but it wasn't always that way. It was terrible.
Yeah. So tell me a little bit about that. Tell me, you said you've been scammed before.
Well, I've been scammed before years ago.
Okay.
Again, I knew I had a problem.
Mm-hmm.
And I went to some guy, he supposed to fix it. I gave him a bunch of money, gave him $600. That was 20 years, 30 years ago.
Okay.
And it somehow got moved, but it came right back.
See, that's what people miss.
It came right back on there.
That's all right.
You see, and so I have a list. I have a list in my book that tells you, they call them credit myths. Credit myths. And what that means is there are 10 myths here that you can see some myths right here.
That's right.
A myth means a lie.
A long-standing lie that keeps pushing through.
Right.
Yeah.
And a lot of people don't know this. There's 10 credit myths. So one of the myths, for example, is the credit agencies are required by law to keep derogatory items on your credit report for 7 to 10 years. We've always heard that, haven't we?
Yeah.
There is no law, this is the truth, that the credit agencies report anything on you at all. Credit agencies are required by law to automatically remove all derogatory items older than 7 years, or in the case of bankruptcy, or 10 years.
Mm.
Is it impossible to get a bankruptcy off your credit report? Bankruptcy come out just like any other item.
Right.
And that's what I call it specialized. We specialize in removing derogatory items of the credit report by law. Not what I say, by the law, which is called the Fair Credit Reporting Act, law that came out in 1971.
Right.
That's on your dispute letter.
Mm-hmm.
So inquiries, we got a lot of, like I said, myths. These are facts, not what I feel or what Uncle Bobo said.
It's,
you know what I mean?
I was gonna say it's hard for a lot of people because they have Uncle Bobo that just. Unfortunately, you're gonna see Uncle Bobo every time you make a good decision. You're gonna see Uncle Bobo, and you're gonna be like, "Yeah, man, how's everything going?" And you be like, "Oh my God, I already know if I say anything, it's gonna lead into a talk or a Fortunately for me, I don't have an Uncle Bobo per se, but I have plenty of guys that come in the shop, and they experts, but they ain't never executed.
Well, that's why I had a mentor,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm so glad, I'm thankful, that I was at the right place at the right time. Because I look back now, what if I didn't listen? What if I didn't get my license? What if I didn't get in the financial service industry? Because I never thought I would be able to be in this arena, but because of the mentorship and the leadership and my study and my skill set, I had to work. I take no free lunch now.
Mm-hmm.
I still had to work on my craft.
Of course.
I study my craft every week. I study my craft every week, daily. I'm always learning and listening, but I know enough to get the cash flowing and to fix your financial problem. I want to solve your problem. If you have enough life insurance, I can solve that problem if you qualify.
Mm-hmm.
I can do between $5,000 up to $100 million of coverage as we speak. If you qualify. And so right now, the pandemic.
Most likely, you're going to qualify for something.
Right. You need insurance. You need insurance. You need protection.
Yeah.
You need insurance on your car. You need insurance on your outside your job. You need insurance on your home, your rent. Right. You need protection.
Right.
So that's what I do. That's another business, and I'm looking for agents on my team. I already got over 100 already, but I'm always looking to train and coach somebody that's willing to listen to make the extra income and tax write-offs. You get a lot of write-offs as a business owner.
Mm-hmm.
So you can start part-time without leaving your full-time job, and then you can grow as big as you want. And the money is there. That's the least worry. The money will be there. Just like going to your job, they pay you every week. Hopefully, they pay you every week, every 2 weeks. Same in business. You have to be willing to work and learn and apply the information. And credit is a big business. Like I said, it changed my life.
95% of people got
that problem. Now, across America, not just me. I've been across America doing seminars and coaching people. And like I said, I'm telling you what I know. It's not just a local problem.
Mm-hmm.
It's not a black or white problem. It's everybody got a bad credit. 95%. So to get in the 750 to 800 club is only 5% of that window.
Mm-hmm.
It's always going to be a few.
Yeah.
No matter what you do. Right. There'll be a few barbers that think outside the box. There'll be a few barbers that do what you do. Have multiple streams of income. Mm-hmm. See, that's another thing. We need multiple streams. We don't need this one stream.
Exactly.
You see?
Exactly.
But you have to build a stream, grow that stream, and then open another stream, which I call that mastery.
Yeah.
What is a master? My mentor taught me this. He says, Dr. Earl, anything that you do consistently with discipline, 5 years or 10,000 hours. If you put 5 years in it consistently, or 10,000 hours, whichever comes first, you become not just a learner of the business or product, you become a master. If you willing to learn, no matter what you do, I don't care what it is. If I will the 10,000 hours and learn and apply, I can teach it. Learn, apply, teach. That's what I'm a teacher. I'm a master teacher and a coach. Mm-hmm. And I'm a mentor to a lot of people to this day. I get phone calls across the country, what to do this and what's all day, every day. 8 days a week on my phone is ringing. 8 days a week. That's 7, 8. Because people got financial problems. They got two problems. They got not enough money and they got enough time. Mm-hmm. Some people got a lot of time but no money. Some people got some money but no time.
That's right.
Some people got no time, no money. That's a problem.
Yeah, like what you doing?
And see, with the pandemic in 2020, that should have showed a lot of us that you get to have another stream of income. You got to do something different.
Mm-hmm.
You got to create something. It ain't got to be what I do. It got to be something that fits you, or whatever it is. You got to have a business. You can't get tax write-offs without having a business.
That's right.
So you can write off your cell phone, miles in your car, eating. A lot of business write-offs that you can get as a business owner, even on a part-time basis. So that alone changed my life too. Write-offs, tax deductions, big business.
Yeah.
You see, as a business owner.
Yeah.
And you gotta be willing to serve. That's the other thing. A lot of people not willing to serve other people. You gotta be willing to change their life. Sincerely.
Right.
My life has changed tremendously. I'm good.
Mm-hmm.
I'm okay. I want somebody else to be okay.
Exactly.
So we can hang out together. We can do things. But we can invest. We can do a lot of things as a team.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not about me. It's about serving now. You see? It's about serving others. My nieces, my nephews, your family, next generation, generational wealth, trust funds, all this stuff together, credit, all that is very, very important. But you have some extra income along the way if you're interested.
All right. So for those who are interested, how can they get in touch with you?
All you can do, dial my cell phone number. It's area code 803.
Mm-hmm.
That's the area code 803-322-5853.
And for those of y'all that can't listen to that, it's also in the description of this video. So all you got to do, call that number, tell them you're interested. I mean, he gave you the rundown, anything. Was there anything else you'd like to add, sir?
One thing I want to add, this is a fantastic gentleman. He's a servant. You know, we got the same mindset, and that's one thing that's good that we can communicate because we just serving people and letting people know what's available. And your life can change financially, your financial health, by changing some different things. I call it a recipe.
Mm-hmm.
Let me assist you. Do exactly what I show you, like my mentor showed me. And I promise you, if you do that, give it time, be patient. I said you got to at least give a commitment, at least a 5-year commitment. Because 5 years from now, you'll be 5 years older. So give it time to grow. It's not an overnight success. But I promise you can't be financially free and debt free and have time freedom. It depends on how serious you are. And if you're not, you're going to be a lot happier than you was. I guarantee that. And if I can do it with a high school diploma, and I'm a doctor of finance now, I train and coach people across America, you can do it too. And this man right here is a bad dude. So whatever you can do it. So thank you for having me, man.
Yes, sir. Look, this is only part one, part one of many. We're going to see y'all later. Actually, I'm going to see y'all in very shortly because we got some studying to do. Ain't that right, Ren? Look, he don't even hear me, but y'all know what I'm talking about. So I will see y'all soon. We will see Dr. Earl very, very soon as well. I hope y'all enjoyed part one because, that whole credit game, it get deep and it get interesting. So we'll see y'all soon. Peace.
Appreciate you.